Mr. Garry called Jeffers, fetch my coat and then my cane. The carriage will be leaving once it stops this blasted rain. Jeffers bowed politely, packed his pipe and struck a light, then stared into the middle distance, silent and upright. His eyes remained wide open and his posture stayed refined, but anyone could plainly see he'd left the room behind. They called his name first in common, then in Elvish, clear and slow. Where Jeffers went while standing there, no living soul could ever know. Hang your coat on Jeffers, he'll be standing tall and proud. Maybe he walks the astral roads beyond the mortal crowd. Maybe he speaks with ancient stars beyond the evening sky. Or perhaps that leafy smoking was an unusually good supply. Mr. Garry frowned and then rubbed his weary brow. He's blocking half the doorway and I need the doorway now. He guided him towards the corner, careful, calm and slow, and Jeffers followed stiffly, though he never seemed to know. His master hung a riding cloak upon his waiting arm, then added hats and gloves because it couldn't do him harm. A guest arrived and saw him there, so dignified and still, and hung another jacket on him purely for the thrill. Hang your coat on Jeffers, he'll be standing tall and proud. Maybe he drinks and sings with silver monks upon a violet cloud. Maybe he charts forgotten worlds where sleeping comets fly. Or perhaps that leafy smoking was an unusually good supply. Maybe he crossed an endless sea beneath the violet sun, and spoke with gods who dream of worlds that never had begun. Maybe he heard creation's song, where time and reason bend, and learned the secret meaning of the beginning and the end. Maybe he found enlightenment beyond all mortal ken. Then someone opened up the door and smoke rolled out again. At 9:30 that evening, Jeffers suddenly awoke, emerging from eternity beneath the cloud of smoke. He shook away the coats and hats and straightened every seam, as though he had been absent for the briefest little dream. He crossed the room to Mr. Garry, composed and standing tall, and answered with great confidence the morning's distant call. Your riding cloak, my master, I shall fetch it right away. Mr. Garry stared quietly, then said, we went yesterday. Hang your coat on Jeffers, he'll be standing tall and proud. Maybe he found enlightenment beyond the starry shroud. Maybe he knows the truth of life and what happens when we die. Or perhaps the leafy smoking was an unusually good supply.